What if Captain America dies because they shot him in the leg because his shield is the size of a dinner plate and he is an idiot? The lizard getting ready to say. Poor Peter Parker. Steve. Sneezes. Sam. God bless America. Steve. I am begging you to stop. Groot. I am Groot. The Guardians. Call me a beach one more time. Vision in robot heaven watching his girlfriend hold a town hostage and start a family with his corpse. Why the F is his third eye CGI so bad it reminds me of this? Is this Squidward? Peter. It's so weird how many months start with the letter J. January, June, July, J, August, J, October. Ned softly. One of this is not like the other. MJ. MJ. 1. Loki. That'd go against my moral compass. 4. Your moral compass is a frigging roulette wheel, Loki. Tony. Listen up, fudge lords. Businessmen. Tony. Crap, I forgot this wasn't an Avengers meeting, LMAO, sorry. Who broke the multiverse? Kate Bishop talks about being a hero with no powers in Hawkeye. When she can literally change her eye color. The best part of Infinity War was when Bucky picked up Rocket and spun around like a lethal carousel of war. Looked like Julie Andrews dancing in the mountains. The hills are alive but you ain't. I can 100% visualize Steve Rogers storming into a historian's office to fact-check the crap out of them. Steve flipping through a book where he highlighted all the inaccuracies. And you're supposed to be the leading expert in your field. Random historian in shock. Instead of being edgy, Marvel should just pull a Bill and Ted. Like instead of trying to rework the timeline, Scott Lang and Carol Danvers just go collecting people across space and time for an ultimate showdown redo fight with Thanos. Scott. I think we should grab Nikola Tesla. Carol. We need fighters, not scientists. Scott. He invented a death ray. Carol. Hey, if vines exist in the MCU, does that mean that? How did you take down Captain America? We shot him in Z-legs because his shield is the size of a dinner plate and he's an idiot. Vine also exists and has Steve seen it? Not only has Steve seen it, it's his favorite Vine and his ringtone. Clint bored at the Avengers press conference. And lastly, thank you Tony for giving me AIDS. Tony scrambling to the nearest mic. Hearing aids. I gave him his new hearing aids. So there's that one post about Shuri making a private account so people won't wonder why she's commenting on Peter's post. But I raise you. Peter's classmates being incredibly confused as to why an actual princess is commenting. Wig snatched. On Peter's Instagram. On a scale of Steve Rogers to Thor, how well are you handling unexpectedly facing a friend in a combat scenario? For the record, Natasha is like dead center of this scale. She's never happy about it, but by God is she willing to hit Clint when she has to. Tony was confirmed as bi in the comics and not the MCU, so he isn't bi. Robert Downey Jr. did not give 10 years of his life for people to think Tony Stark was straight. We talk a whole lot about how Peter would address the Avengers with Mr. Stark. Mr. Loki. E.T. circa bi. Imagine him trying to figure out what to call Shuri because she's a kid like him but she's a princess. Miss Princess Shuri, ma'am. Your Highness. Shuri. Brother, I've made more upgrades for your suit. T'Challa. Shuri's 36-year-old brother who is trying to be hip with the kids. Frigging superb, you funky little lesbian. Shuri sobbing. I love you so much. Clint first day as bartender. Customer. I'll have a martini dry. Clint staring at the all-liquid ingredients. I don't know how to tell you this. My favorite thing to think about is Peter running an incorrect Avengers quotes blog, but like all the quotes are very much correct. And everyone's like, wow, haha, I could totally imagine. Clint singing Country Roads from inside the vents. But only Peter knows that actually happened. Quill. We need a distraction. Something that'll really shock Thanos. Something he won't see coming. Parker queuing up Umbrella by Rihanna on his phone. Say no more. Shuri. I'm lesbian. T'Challa who stayed up all night watching Vines to seem hip. I thought you were American. Shuri. Proud but also gay. Nosa Robert Downey Jr. is filming near me and stopped to sign stuff and me. Holds out dollar bill and pen. Robert Downey Jr. Are you asking me to deface government property? Me. Yes. RDJ. Gimme. Tony. What if we inverted our initials? Sony to Tark. Peter and Steven. Peter. Pretty sure Sony is copywritten. Steven. Tatark is just an awful name, period. Tony. You guys suck. Anyone else wanna play? Pepper. Wade. Matt. Happy. Rocket. Bruce. Tony. Literally everyone in the room has. Clint barging in. Glint Carton. People start to ship Tony Stark and his bodyguard Iron Man. The ship name is Irony. This is God tier and you should be goddarn proud. Once Tony comes out as Iron Man, the person who first came out with the ship name digs out the 7-year-old text post. Reblogs it and adds goddarn it. Mark Ruffalo crying. I just got punched in the face for being named Mark. Robert Downey Jr. That's Robert. That's gonna leave a. Bruce Banner crying. I just got punched in the face for being named Bruce. Tony Stark. That's Tony. That's gonna leave a. Sam. Man, you ever miss President Kennedy? Bucky. Of course not. My aim is incredible. You can't tell me Peter Parker hasn't at least once gone to Natasha with an episode of BuzzFeed Unsolved and asked her if she knows anything about the case. Peter Parker is the type of person who would have all the Infinity Stones but can't snap his fingers. WandaVision is so good. How come in Infinity War they didn't just kiss the Infinity Stones off Thanos' fingers like in Robin Hood? Loud banging. Well then. Every fanfic in a nutshell. Is this not what happens? Scott Lang. Just found out my car has a taco holder. You guys, it's Bucky. Loki has 2 intrinsic instincts. A. Show up at a new place and immediately try to conquer it. B. Show up at a new place and immediately get a sugar daddy. I'm calling it the go big or go down on someone method, and I think he would want that. I can't stop laughing. Go big or go ho. This is the same character. Loki. Tom Hiddleston. Tom Hiddleston. His roles. Single father tries to end world hunger with his rock collection. Hashtag explain a film plot badly. It's an oversimplification of events, but yes. Thanos' army. Every female Avenger. Peter Parker. Spider-Man. No more home. When your teacher says you have to do a project with someone you don't know. You. I've never met this man in my life. Your friend. I don't even know who you are. Me showing up at the theater for Infinity War. Me 5 minutes into the movie. Tony. A vodka for me and he'll have a Capri Sun. Peter. Peter. Mr. Stark. Peter. I'm 21 years old. Tony. Peter. I can buy my own Capri Sun. Old man cap should have been Stan Lee, so it explains that all his cameos were just him checking up on his friends. Why does Peter Parker in Infinity War always look like he walked onto the wrong set and has no idea what's going on? Tom Holland. Because I had no idea what was going on. Marvel vs. fandom. Loki is dead. Is he though? You ever just think about how this is how these 2 idiots met? Shuri wearing Nikes to the final battle and Thor wearing cross to Tony's funeral have the same energy. Peter stomping into the room. I hate everything. Tony. Question exclamation. Peter. I went to a Spider-Man look-alike contest. Peter. And I lost. Peter. To Deadpool. Strange. Spits out tea. Water. Bottle label. Warning cap is a choking hazard. My brain. These 2. Are just the MCU version of them. Hashtag most powerful magic users. Only one of these characters survived Thanos. I knew these 3 already had their own movie together. Interviewer. What's the name of Thorne's hammer? Tries to pronounce Mjolnir. Also tries to pronounce Mjolnir. Jonathan.